Good day, I am Prophet Sade Gilmore, and let me go here with this word because yesterday the Lord had me to release the word which I had heard, and I told, I shared, I heard it. The divorce didn't stop me, and I want to say it was last night or early this morning when I was commenting on it, on how I too had went through a divorce because the Lord had told me to comment on it, make the comment that I made on the video. And when I made the video, the comment, the Lord told me that indeed it was for me too. The word was for me to talk about too. He wanted me to share what I had went through. So let's talk relationship today. And as the Lord allowed me to hear the word be said, as He gave it to me, the divorce didn't stop me. I am Prophet Sade Gilmore. Let's get started. Now, I do have some things written down, so if you see me look at my tablet or you see me look down, it's because I don't want to miss nothing that the Lord had me to write down or that I felt led to write down and say during this video. So let's get started. One thing I must say and share is how the Lord told me. Okay, so as I was saying, before I get deep into the word, one thing I must say and would like to say is as the Lord told me. I didn't go through a divorce because my marriage failed. I went through a divorce because the Lord called me from that marriage. Although there was outside marriage activities going on, my marriage didn't fail. Okay? So I didn't have to go through a divorce because of marriage failure. I had to go through a divorce because, and I'm going to say it again, let's get into it. Because that marriage was a Ishmael situation. Ishmael, as a lot of people pronounce his name. That marriage was illegal. And I'm not talking in the natural, I'm talking about in the spirit. See, the marriage that I had chose to join myself to last year with my sperm donor was, how can I say it? It was to have never taken place. Let me go here and say this before I get into the word good. A lot of times we take on things that God never told us to take on. A lot of times we're carrying burdens, and I gotta allow the Lord to flow how He wants to flow. We're carrying burdens that the Lord never told us to carry. A lot of times the Lord is sending us to people and people to us for assignments of this or assignment of that, but we're going beyond that line and making them into something the Lord never created them to be. See, it was a known fact that yes, my ex was an assignment. But marriage was never the door that the Lord wanted me to enter into with him. Now, I know some religious folks will hear that and say, how? Let me say this. Let me address that. And I'm going to say this. I just got redeemed out of sin. Meaning the Lord just redeemed me back from the hands of Satan back to the kingdom of God. January the 18th, 2024. Although I came to Christ April 2014. He just redeemed me back to him. So from 14 to 2024, basically a 10-year period, I was still in a prison of hell, if you can understand what I'm talking about. So meaning, yes, the Lord will correct me on sins that I would try to willfully commit. No, I couldn't do what I want to do because I was still walking with the Lord. He just hadn't redeemed me during that time, 9-year period, because he redeemed me this year. But I was still in hell spiritually. So what I'm saying and getting at, you could say, oh, the Lord wouldn't call you to fornicate. Baby, I was still in sin. I was still there. Only difference is that I was walking with Christ. No, I wasn't. I had made up my mind to not willfully commit sin, but I hadn't been redeemed out of sin, if it makes sense to you. I haven't at that time been redeemed out of sin. Yes, the Lord was using me, still to this day. Yes, my ex was an assignment, and I'm going to go on after I say this. Yes, he was an assignment, but marriage was never the door that we supposed to have walked into. And you know what's funny? This video, I done took 8 minutes already. It's going to have to be a part 2. You know what's funny, but I got to allow the Lord to flow how he want to flow. We even tried it last year. We sought the date. We made plans and preparations for it to happen. It didn't happen. To the point where the Lord said the engagement is off. He never intended for me to walk through a door of marriage with him. And again, I was already living in sin. Meaning, no, I wasn't willfully sinning. You got to understand this with your spiritual ears. But I was still in a place of sin until the Lord redeemed me from out of it. I, myself, chose to take my sperm donor, my ex. And I call him sperm donor because that's just all he did. He's not a father to my child. He's not a dad to my child. He just deposited the sperm. For anybody wondering, why do I call him that? Because that's all he did. I can't call you something that you're not. I can only address you as you are and as your actions. But as I was saying, I took it upon myself to illegally create a door of marriage with my sperm donor and walk through that door. part two.